On to another story now. Since its introduction a year ago, Fed Group, the financial services provider, has recorded a really big growth in demand for its app-based impact investing offering. I spoke with the CEO of Fed Group, Grant Field, for more.
We really realized that financial services needed to change, and although it's been around for a very long time and everyone's comfortable and they need to be comfortable with financial services, we wanted to try and disrupt things. And so we brought about not only a new way of doing things through an app, but really changed the way in which the underlying investments worked as well.
Okay, so what are these investments that we're talking about?
Instead of people investing in a fund like they normally would, people actually buy an asset. And we allow them to buy a blueberry plant, a beehive, or a solar panel. So it's really a physical investment. So they, instead of going into a fund and buying units or some underlying investment, they go and buy an asset. And so they physically own a beehive, a solar panel, or a blueberry bush.
And sort of what's the entry point for some of these things?
What's great is a blueberry bush installed, as you want to call it, so someone's farming it for you.
Yeah.
It costs you 300 Rand. So for 300 Rand, you are in and you are earning a return.
What is that return? If you say that it's been so popular, I imagine that it has made people a lot of money.
Yeah, so we've had to explain to people what an internal rate of return is, which gets quite complex, because you buy a bush that when it dies at the end is worth nothing.
Yeah.
So you get about a 12% return over the life of the bush per annum, internal rate of return. So you're going to get all your money back for the money that you paid, and then you're going to get more money. So on the 300 Rand bush, over the first few years you get your 300 Rand back, and then for the next few years you get another 300 Rand, by way of example.
Grant, I know everyone is talking about impact investing, and you know, I don't know if it's a trend, I don't know if it's a fad. I do know it's necessary in terms of South Africa's case, if you look at, you know, us addressing the structural inequalities of our economy. But how popular are you finding it? I mean, in the corridors and in the interactions that you have with people, are people taking, you know, this concept of impact investing seriously?
I think what we realized is that we wanted to disrupt things in terms of an app and in terms of people owning an asset. What caught us by surprise was just how popular the concept of impact is, making a difference. And so if you look at each of these things, whether it be that you investing in clean energy through a solar panel or helping the plight of the bees, people now realize that you have to invest responsibly. What they also realize, you can make a return doing so. And so what has been really great as an offshoot is institutional investors, people who are not coming and buying one beehive, but that people are coming and saying, well, let's give you 50 million Rand, let's give you 75 million Rand.
All right, so you've got buy-in from institutional investors. Who?
So we can't tell just yet. It's coming out very, very soon. We're in the final stages of negotiating that deal. But we've actually secured our seed funder, and we're talking with 4 asset managers. So we will have about 4 to 5 institutional investors within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
I imagine that means more income for you, and I just wonder if that means more expansion in terms of your product offering.
So we are going to expand into other products, but because we started from the bottom, we're starting each beehive, we're really starting at the base of the economy, building jobs. It's harder to expand. So as this new money comes in, we're actually going to expand in the 3 products we understand first. And once we're comfortable that those are growing and comfortable and doing really well, then we'll open up into a number of other impact-like investments.
All right, so there is a jobs effect here.
Absolutely. So really, from an impact point of view, we're not just talking, you know, it's the people, planet, profit. So all of these are good for the planet, but absolutely, if you look at blueberries by way of example, we've planted 100,000 bushes through the app right now. Got another 170,000 that are coming on very, very soon, and each of those are manually, you know, each berry is manually picked, creating jobs. Same with bees. You know, those are beekeepers, physical people going and working with beehives every single day.
Well, a full dose of tech talk this Tech Tuesday, but that brings us to the end of the show. Thanks so much for watching. Closing Bell West Africa is next.